Hey, it's a great day to be out here at the course. We are enjoying the sunshine at Pinnacle Country Club. Now, the events start to open for the public tomorrow, so I want to let you know about a few changes. This year, when it comes to parking, things are going to look a little bit different. So we did make a map for you. If you look at your screen, you can see those changes there. It looks like folks are going to be allowed to park at Pauline Whitaker, off of Pauline Whitaker at the Walmart Neighborhood Market. And then from there, a shuttle will take you to the course. You want to also keep in mind that organizers say any rideshare services must go to that field. You won't be able to be dropped off or picked up at the front of Pinnacle Country Club. And then keep this in mind. You'll also need to remember that no large purses, coolers, briefcase, backpacks, or any mesh bags will not be able to be brought into the country club. You also need to make sure that you can bring small purses, clutches, and wallets. And if you need a reminder, we do have a reference link for you on our website. That's 4029tv.com. Of course, a lot of events happening this week, including ones where you get to eat and drink and have a good time. So we're going to break those down for you in just a moment. We will see you in just a little bit. Allison?
All right, very exciting. Thanks, Paige. We'll talk to you here in a bit. Now we want to move on to weather. We've got 4289's Taylor Pinnell here with us tonight, and it did really look very nice today for most of us. What's it going to be like for the rest of the week, Taylor?
Yeah, I think it's going to be very similar to today. An isolated shower chance here or there, but mostly pretty dry over the next 7 days. But boy, it came after a soggy weekend. Here's a look at our 48-hour rainfall totals across the area. You can see some areas that saw incredible amounts of rain across Washington County, Madison County, parts of Johnson County. Same deal in the River Valley. Some folks seeing just incredible amounts of rain where we had roads being washed out or closed because of flooding. Here's a look at some of the 48-hour rainfall totals. This is from the National Weather Service, and folks like you at home sending those in, we appreciate that. 9 miles west of the Waldron area, nearly a foot of rainfall over the last 48 hours. That's an incredible amount of rain. 7 miles northeast of Winslow, just under 8 inches of rain, 7 3/4. Just over 4.5 inches of rain in the Fayetteville area, and Fort Smith coming in just under 3.5. Satellite radar out there now. It's going to be hard to find a raindrop. Pretty dry across most of the area. A few clouds here and there, but we'll see those try to clear out tonight. Temperatures in the 80s to mid 80s across most of the area. Some still in the 70s here this afternoon. Temperature change compared to yesterday, and the showers moved in during the peak heating of the day. About 10 to 15 degrees warmer compared to yesterday at this hour. We'll have a slight chance for storms this week, but we're talking 20 to 30% as it looks right now. We're watching Wednesday morning closely, though. I'll show you why. Near average temperatures for much of the week. The humidity increases too, especially late in the week. Here's the hour-by-hour forecast for you. And I think tonight, again, we stay generally pretty dry. Going into tomorrow morning, again, no issues there. Temperature starting out in the 60s. A pretty comfortable start compared to the 70s that we did have. Going into the afternoon, you'll see the isolated shower chance that begins to develop with the daytime heating. You're looking at a very slight chance for showers and storms. We'll have to watch these carefully. Some of them could be strong to potentially severe. But by 7, 8 o'clock, that chance really drops off. But after midnight, a complex of storms to our north is going to try to make a run at our area. We'll have to watch that closely. Some of those storms could be strong. Severe weather outlook for tomorrow. Again, a marginal risk across most of the area. It's something we're watching, but again, not expecting anything widespread. Tomorrow is a practice day for the LPGA. Looking at temperatures, pretty nice, especially in the morning. Also have yoga going on tomorrow morning from 10 to 11. Temperature-wise, should be right near 80. Not too bad for that. 7-day forecast, Northwest Arkansas. Again, lots of rain chances on there, but notice they're pretty low. Again, watching early Wednesday morning for that chance for storms. Mid 80s to upper 80s across most of the week. Northwest Arkansas, that's about average for this time of year. Can't complain about that. 7-day forecast in the River Valley, kind of the same deal. Watching those early morning storms on Wednesday, outside the isolated storm possible on Tuesday. That kind of remains the pattern over the next week. Temperatures in the 90s. We'll have more just after this.
Another American death now linked to the Dominican Republic. This is the 10th death in question in the past 13 months. Vittorio Caruso of New York died last week. Family members told CNN that Caruso died after falling victim to respiratory distress. He may have also had a heart attack. Dominican Republic officials have said that the 10 traveler deaths are all isolated events. And the measles outbreak across the country continues to grow. The CDC says it's now identified 1,077 cases across the 28 states. That's an increase of 33 cases from last week. Now, this marks the greatest number of measles cases reported in the U.S. since 1992. And the CDC says that measles can be prevented with the MMR vaccine. Officials say that 2 doses are about 97% effective at preventing measles. 1 dose is about 93% effective. If you're looking to save water and then maybe money, little lifestyle changes can make a big difference. You probably already know to take shorter showers, but Consumer Reports says you may have leaks around your home that could be costing you money. 4029's Una Lee has some easy fixes to help you save cash.
Seemingly minor leaks in and around your home can really add up. Before you start investigating, Consumer Reports says first check your water meter.
It'll have a numerical reading on the top. Check that, then come back in about 2 hours. During that time, make sure nobody in the house actually uses any water. And when you go and see it again, if the number has gone up, it means you've got a leak somewhere in the house.
Most leaks are often easy and inexpensive to fix. The tricky part can be finding them.
We're going to start in the bathroom because it accounts for more than half of all the water used in your home. The first fixture to check out is the toilet.
To check for leaks you might not see, add a drop of food coloring to the tank. Wait 15 minutes. If food coloring ends up in the toilet bowl, you have a leak and you'll need to replace the flapper or valve seal. Consider replacing toilets older than 25 years. The newer model CR has looked at use as little as 1.28 gallons per flush. For a leaky shower head, use pipe tape or Teflon tape to secure a tight connection between the shower head and the pipe. Check any faucets too. You can usually just replace the washer or gasket.
You don't have to get rid of the entire thing. You also want to make sure to look under the vanity for any leaks that you may not see.
Check your kitchen faucet as well. And finally, be on the lookout for leaks behind your walls. Mold or moisture on your walls, ceilings, floors may indicate a leaking pipe. In that case, it's best to call a plumber.
And that was 42's Una Lee. Also, don't forget to check for leaks outside your home. If your garden hose leaks where it connects to the spigot, try replacing the washer to ensure a tighter connection. You can also use a wrench or a pipe tape to seal it. A new study now shows that coffee could help you fight weight gain. Researchers at the University of Nottingham say that coffee stimulates brown fat reserves, which could play a role in how quickly you burn calories. Coffee apparently helps boost their fat-busting power. Scientists say that they might still need to do a little bit more research to figure out exactly what it is in coffee that could help speed up the weight loss. The study was published in the Journal of Scientific Reports. Coming up, as we mentioned, LPGA is here this week, but there's more to do on the golf course than just golf.